Bid farewell to Gold Digger Stadium, the I-70 landmark now destined to become housing. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, the annual Wave Arts Festival is back in Breckenridge this weekend with light, sound, and water installations from nearly a dozen international artists like Wayne Garrett of Canada. He explains the concept behind his piece, Cloud, an interactive artwork with 6,000 incandescent light bulbs.
Yeah, we wanted to make a sculpture that represented a cloud, and we wanted to have light as a medium, but we were searching for a material that would really diffuse light in an elegant way, and it occurred to us that the frosted light bulb has been, researched and developed over, decades and millions of dollars to design something that perfectly captures light.
Cloud was a hit at opening day of the festival yesterday, with dozens of visitors finding new joy in turning on light bulbs. Another popular work comes from Denver-based neon light artist Scott Young. It's a 7-foot-high sad face, but if you like its page on Instagram, it smiles, giving you that rush of social media gratification.
It's called intermittent positive reinforcement, which is a Freudian term about narcissism. So it has this kind of deep-rooted narcissistic trait to it.
Young gives a public talk about his work tonight at 6 p.m. in the Old Masonic Hall on Main Street. The Wave Festival runs through Sunday with pop-up music, dance, and more in downtown Breck. Most events and all installations are free. Crews yesterday wrapped up with emergency dam repairs on Goose Pasture Tarn, where a spillway is eroding, and now Breck officials play the runoff waiting game.
Watching and observing any water that does start to come up, and then we'll be closely monitoring the dam once it does go on to the emergency spillway, how that has any kind of potential impacts to the condition.
That was Breckenridge Public Works Director James Phelps. He says peak runoff will not reach the Tarn until July, about a month behind schedule. And if flows hit 500 CFS, the town will brace for possible dam failure.
That's a number that will kind of kick some of the response into a different category.
Flows on the Blue River into the Tarn are 32 cubic feet per second today, 3 to 4 times lower than average. More than 100 emergency personnel are training in the upper Snake River Basin today, just east of Keystone, preparing for possible hazmat contamination from mines near Peru Creek. The exercise opened yesterday and concludes today with training on how to respond if hard chemicals leached into local waterways and the best ways to protect residents. Uniformed medical and emergency personnel with 17 partners are on scene, along with Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser. Say sayonara to Gold Digger Stadium, the football field in Idaho Springs you see when zooming along I-70. The Clear Creek Courant reports Clear Creek School District is selling the stadium, with several other district buildings, to a Front Range developer for $3.75 million. The football team gets one more season there before the site is most likely converted to mixed-use retail and housing. It was built in the 1950s and named the most popular football stadium in Colorado in 2013. In sports, the Rockies beat the Diamondbacks yesterday 11-10 in the 10th inning, their fourth walk-off win in as many games. The Raptors beat the Warriors 118-109 for a 1-0 lead in the NBA Finals. Game 2 is Sunday. Today, the Rockies open a weekend series with the Blue Jays at 6:40. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, you've got one last chance to run at Run the Rockies 10K and Half Marathon tomorrow in Frisco. On-site registration opens 7 a.m. at Town Hall for racing at 8. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.